Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to our Extreme Beginners Arabic course. From all the courses I have seen, this course is really amazing and really appropriate for those who are extreme beginners, who do not know Arabic, who've never read Arabic before, because it teaches you from scratch how to read, how to write, how to identify letters in the word, etc. Also, is very good for those that have tried to learn Arabic before but haven't been successful or have forgotten, because majority of courses are like designed for people who have some basic knowledge of Arabic. So they just teach you the letters and then they put them in the middle of the word, in the middle of a word, and then you're like, okay, yeah, I can see the letter in the middle of the word, but I don't know any of the other letters around, and I don't know how to connect the letters. I don't know how to read the letters. So this course is really good for that. I translated this course in Spanish, and the full series is in YouTube. But we are going to do it now in English for the sake of those who do not speak Spanish. All right, let's start with unit number 1. Something very important I want to mention. This course is not following the alphabet order, a, ba, ta, tha, Later on, we will do the whole alphabet in order. This course is designed, dividing the letters according to the writing system. There are letters in Arabic or group of letters in Arabic that look alike. And when they don't look alike when they are on their own, they look alike when they are written in a word. So what this course does is, take a group of letters that look alike and then explain them together so that the reader can be able to identify the letters in a word. Okay, they look alike, but the difference is very, tiny. For example, one have a dot, another has 2 dots, or some have no dots. So how to identify them. So in unit 1, we are gonna do the letter ba, ta, tha. Ba, ta, tha. Okay. This group of letters has the same shape. They are distinguished only by their dots. As you can see, they look like smiley face, yeah, like the ta, but the ba has the dot under and tha has 3 dots on top. Sorry. All right. This is the website of the course. You can visit them. They have so many other courses, more advanced, intermediate. It's a really good website. Okay. Letter ba. Ba. The letter is written like, if I write the name of the letter is ba, alif, hamza. Right now we are not able to read it. Later on we will be able to, But the pronunciation is ba. Okay? The reading in Arabic is called al-qira'a. Al-qira'a, the reading. What's the phonetics of this letter? Okay, the pronunciation is basically like the ba or the b in English, more than the one in Spanish. Like, in Spanish we pronounce like ba, like balón, it's more like heavy, like rounded. In English, the words are more like, the ba is like more smiley. Yeah, so you basically smile and then say ba, ba. In Arabic, there are 2 types of letters, some that are heavy and some that are light. And this is very used when we learn how to read Quran. The teacher will always make an emphasis, and this is so important. So one of the soft letters is ba, and the soft letters are pronounced like sort of a smiling, like with the muscles of the face really relaxed. Ba. Exit. When they say exit referring to the letters, it refers to something called makharaj. Makharaj are the points of articulation of the letters, yeah? So the exit or the The point of articulation of this letter is between the lips by shutting them. Ba, ba. Basically, we will, the upper and lower lip, we are going to close it, we are going to bring it together, but not so much like when we say ma, okay? That's another letter that has the lips even more close, yeah? Now, this one is like still, I would say, the wet part of each lip, not the dry outside external completely, because that would be ma, So you just close the lips, and then you open them and pronounce ba, ba. Ba is a light letter, as I mentioned earlier, as in bag, but not as in bar. This is very interesting because the letter in bar, it sounds more like Spanish ba, that is like a perfect example. Bag is more light, isn't it? The word is lighter. So it's like ba, like when you're saying bag. Now you would say, yeah, this is very simple. Why they stress so much in it? Well, because when we are reading Arabic, when we are reading the letters and the words later on, then we tend to read it in our language, like how the ba sounds in our language, we will bring it up, and then that's when it goes wrong. That's why it's so important that we from scratch get it straight, get it clear, so that we do the effort from the beginning to read properly. One of them, the very typical mistakes is that we memorize Quran, for example, and we read it really wrong, and then to remove that memorize wrong pronunciation is very hard. Yeah, so just let's get it straight from the beginning. Ba, like in bag and not in bar. Okay, that's the point. In this lesson, we will study the letter ba and the short vowels fatha, kasra, and dhamma. Fatha, when we see these underlines here, means that these letters are special, not normal ha. We will see them later on. Fatha, when they put this middle line here, and it's very interesting because some people just read Fatha, we tend to read Fatha, and it's not Fatha, it's Fatha. Fatha, Kasra, Dhamma. Fatha is a little line on top of the letter. Just we can see it here. This is a fatha, this is a fatha. Yeah? And it sounds like a. A. Like a. But we will see it later on. Kasra is a little line under, like here, under the letter, and it sounds E. And Dhamma looks like a maybe an E in calligraphy, and is here in this example on top of the letter, and it sounds like U. Okay, these letters are, these symbols are called harakat. Harakat comes from movement. Harakat. Yeah, so harakat is a movement because your mouth moves in order to pronounce the consonant or the letter with its vowel. The letter without vowel is, unless it's in the middle of a word, it's difficult to pronounce. I mean, you can say, for example, in Spanish, in English, let's say a word in English, castle, yeah? Castle, yeah? The C is with the A, that's the vowel, and then the S is without vowel. In Arabic, we have the same, but vowels are so important because you cannot read a word without vowels at all. It will be only sounds like, you need a vowel in order to be able to finish or to complete the sound of the letter with the vowel. Okay? So the first one is fatha. Fatha is a small diagonal line placed above the letter and is represented as a short A. Well, why they call it short A, we will see later on what is a long vowel. A short A means that you just pronounce it in a time, you know? Ah, not like with emphasis, just simple ah. This a is pronounced as a in tablet. Tablet. Okay. You don't want to pronounce it like bar. You know, you want to pronounce it smiley. You want to pronounce it relax with your muscles relaxed, and simply say tablet. Okay, this is a. Yeah, this is smiley a. The word fatha means opening. Opening. You know, if you know Al-Fatiha, the first surah of the Quran, means the one that opens, the opener, yeah? Fatha comes from the same root and it means opening and refers to the opening of the mouth when producing an a. A. The mark of Fatha is up and my mouth goes up. A. Okay? This is Fatha on top of the letter. I open my mouth and go up and say a. When mixed with ba, with the letter ba, how will it sound? It will sound ba. Ba. Okay? Ba. Now, kasra. Kasra is in a small diagonal line placed below a letter and represents a short e. I would say, well, in English it's called I, but in English, in Arabic sounds E, okay? This E is pronounced as E in bin, okay? The word kasra means breaking, okay? Breaking because you will break the, you know, basically the opening, you will close completely your mouth, yeah? And then, as it says here, the mark of kasra is down, and my mouth goes down. B. B. You will close your mouth like you're smiling completely. You know, you will not show your tongue. You will not show your opening. You will just say B. B. So we have ba, B. We are reading it with the letter ba. Okay. A, E, and with the letter ba, B. And then we have bomma. Banma is in a small curl. Well, it can also look like an E in calligraphy. Placed above a letter and represents a short U. U. I don't like to read it U because it's not U, it's U. This U is pronounced as U in bull. Bull. Well, it can also be pronounced like in Spanish. It's more similar to Arabic, like U, like let's say a word in Spanish, tú, which means you, tú. Yeah, it's a very clear u. It's not like o or you, it's u. Yeah, so you need like the word dhamma means a hut, maybe because of the shape of the symbol. Dhamma looks like a whistle that I blow in. Yeah, yeah, it does. It also looks like a 9, kind of. And yeah, so when it's with ba, sounds boo, boo. Okay, so let's see here. Qul. Qul means say, you know. And if I'm saying to a woman, I say quli, yeah, say. So we will read. Ba with fatha is ba, ba. Ba with kasra is B. B. Ba with dhamma is boo. Boo. Ba, bi, boo. Babi boo. Ba, bi, boo. Babi boo. Okay? So we got the two sounds, the ba and the vowels. These are called short vowels. Luego, after, it asks us an exercise. Tadribat means exercises. Okay? What's the exercise? Read. اقرأ. And if you are a woman, اقرأي. Okay? Read. How we are going to read? In Arabic, we read from right to left. Right to left. And it also, mashallah, it gives us the numbers up to 5. So we can learn also how to read the numbers. Wahid. So we have 5 lines. Yeah, let's start with the first one. Wahid. Wahid. The number 1 in Arabic is wahid. So let's start. I like to read it in the following manner. Ba with fatha, ba. Ba with dhamma, bu. Ba with kasra, bi. Ba, bu, bi. Okay? Ithnan. Ithnan means 2. Ba with kasra, bi. Ba with dhamma, bu. Ba with fatha, ba. Bi, bu, ba. Thalatha means 3. Ba with dhamma, bu. Ba with kasra, bi. Ba with dhamma, bu. Bu, bi, bu. Arba means 4. Ba with fatha, ba. Ba with kasra, bi. Ba with dhamma, bu. Ba, bi, bu. Khamsa means 5. Ba with dhamma, bu. Ba with kasra, sorry, ba with fatha, ba. Ba with kasra, bi. Bu, ba, bi. Okay, now let's read it all together. Ba, bu, bi. Bi, bu, ba. Bu, bi, bu. Ba, bi, bu. Bu, ba, bi. Okay, I will give you a few seconds for you to read it on your own. That should have been enough. Okay, let's continue. How to write ba. Al-kitaba. Before we did al-qira'a, the reading. Now we will do the writing. Al-kitaba. Okay. Here I'll try my skills of writing in the computer, which aren't like amazing, but let's do an effort. So ba, how we were gonna write it? This is the line. Yeah, this is the line in the notebook. We will start, so the ba obviously go on top of the line. What will go under the line is the dot. Okay, always we will start by the letter. The last thing we will add are the dots. Okay, so we should always start by the body of the letter. And obviously we will start from right. It's impossible. You cannot start from left just because it's easy and then, oh, it looks more beautiful. But then guess what? When you start writing words, it's going to be impossible. Some people just cheat, and they just, okay, I'll do the shape in the way that is easier for me from, left to right. And then what happens is they are unable to write later on because they got used to write the letters in the wrong way. And this is important. The letters will not come beautiful at the beginning. It's normal. We are like children. We are learning how to write a new language. So it's normal that we won't have this perfect calligraphy, yeah? And it's okay. No problem. It's a matter of practicing, get a board, get a pen, and then start writing. Start writing a marker, I like markers and boards because you just, erase and write again. But it's also very nice to have a notebook because in the notebook, with the time, you can see your progress, how your writing has improved. So, excuse my bad writing in computer. Let's try it. You start from the upper side, the right side, so where this dot is, and then you just have to follow the arrows. You just go all the way up, almost perfect. And then last, you put the dot. This is how you write ba, okay? Now, ba, as any other letter in Arabic, has a shape when it's initially, when it's on the beginning of a word, when it's in the in the middle of a word, medial, and when it's final, when it's at the end of a word, and when it's isolated. Why? Because in Arabic, the letters are joined together, except those letters that do not accept the joining. We will see some of them later on. But in general, letters are joined together, yeah? So we need to learn how to identify them inside or within a word. Let's see here. Okay, just this one to now. Okay, 1 minute. Right, okay, here we are. So at the beginning of the letter, we see it here in the example bait. How does ba looks? We will just start from here up and we will continue towards the left, but we'll stop there. We won't finish the letter, yeah? We will do like halfway, and then we will just put the dot more to the right side. Something would be something like, let's try, like start from here, and then I will continue, on top of the line, and then instead of continuing, I'm gonna stop there, and then I'm gonna put just the dot here. That's how we write ba at the beginning. Why? Because then later on we will connect it to the other letters. You see? And the example is bait. Okay, now right now you cannot read it, but just you can read the transliteration. Bait means house. Bait. All right, in the middle. When it's in the middle, it looks just like this. Yeah? So, and we put the dot in the middle. The example is the word qabr. Qabr means grave. Yeah? Can you see the ba here in the middle? Here, ba at the beginning. Yeah? How do you identify it? You know it because of the shape, and you can catch it also from the dot. Yeah? So when ba is in the middle, let's change the color. Let's put blue. We just basically, start from here, and then I don't want to write on top of the letters, but okay. And then, we put just our dot. This is how ba in the middle looks like. Okay. All right. Qalb. Qalb means heart. We shouldn't confuse it with kalb. Kalb means dog. Qalb, its heart is with the letter qaf. And here ba, we see it at the end. So how does it look at the end? Basically at the end, it comes connected from the letter before. And then we put the dot. Yeah, so we have ba at the beginning, ba in the middle, and ba in the end. And when it's separated, when it's isolated, looks like in the example gharb. Gharb means west. Why is on its own? Well, because ra, we will see it later on, is one of those letters who do not like to mix with anybody, So she just have to come here on her own, and then, well, we already know the full, the letter ba on its own is just like this. And then the dot. Complete. So we have ba at the beginning, in the middle, in the end, and on its own or isolated. Yeah? All right. So here is the notice. Notice that when ba is initial or medial, its left side disappears and becomes shorter. When it is final, it is in the full form. Ba can be connected from both sides. We can connect it from right and left. We can see here in the middle, she's connected from right and she's connected from left. Yeah? And ba is always written on the line, never under. You know, there are some words that you have the line and you write under. It's not the case of ba. Help. Ba is like a boat. It has to float. Okay, on top of the line. This is a really cute, course for children. And it has one dot beneath. It's really interesting, this course is really, I always, liked it a lot because it's so interactive and it's easy to learn on your own. The letter is written in the isolated form when it comes at the end, preceded by a non-connector. A non-connector is a letter that do not connect with anything, after. A non-connector is a letter that cannot be connected from the left side. It will be studied soon, inshallah. Inshallah. Okay, so we have here some exercises to write ba, bi, bu, and to write two bas together and to write three bas together. So if you have this with you, you just can do it, print it out and do it, or simply you can just take a notebook, make this table, or not need the table, just write the letters and do the exercise. Then you have to write the numbers. How to write the numbers in Arabic? The same way from right to left. 1, 2, 3, start by the upper side, 4, and 5. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this exercise is really interesting. You can do it on your own too, but let's do it together. Aina ba? Where is ba? You have to circle the words where you find the letter ba. So let's analyze. Tawheed. There is no ba here. This one, Sabr. There is ba. Nur. There is no ba. Rabbu. There is ba. Teen. No ba. Jabal. There is ba. Jar. كلب في باء. شيطان. نبي. قلب. There are words that are confusing, that they look like a ba, but they are not. So, for example, we find ba in sabar. No, let's do it bigger. Let's do it thinner. So we find ba in sabar, in rab, not in teen, in jabal, in kalb, in nabi, and in qalb. There are letters that look like ba, for example, nur, but you see the dot is on top. Tawheed, this ta and this ya, but you see that they have two dots under, so it's not ba, and Tawheed has two dots up. The same here, the ya, shaitan, you see the ya, it has two dots, so it's not a ba. Teen, the same, it has two dots under, so it's not a ba, and two dots on top, and that's a ta. So when we do the other letters, it will be easier to catch. So these are the words where we find ba, which are bait, which means house, sabr, which means patience, rab, which means Lord, jabal, which means mountain, kalb, which means dog, nabi, which means prophet, and qalb, which means heart. See, kalb, qalb. Okay. Then it says here, قول وانسخ. Okay, say and copy. We will read these words and write them down, you know, from right to left. Never forget, just try to write them, try to, you know, draw them, and then later on when you know all the words, it will be all the letters, it will be easier. Yeah, this is the last exercise, and we finish the first part of unit 1. Unit 1 is divided in 3 letters, so we will stop here. We'll stop at letter ba, and then in the next video we will see letter ta. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.